This next guy has the worst job in college football, without a question of a doubt. When Penn State plays and the defense does a great job, Joe stands in front of the media and said, Jerry Sandusky was just magnificent, the game plan was fantastic, and that's why we won the game. When the offense is great in a ball game, Joe stands up there, answers all the questions, and makes it sound like he's responsible. And when the offense stinks, all he says is, go talk to Fran. That's the worst job in college football. Franny Ganter has been Penn State's offensive coordinator, heading now into his 13th season. He has been at Penn State on the staff for 26 years, and of course, before that, played football at Penn State. The best 3 years of his life were his sophomore season. He was around there for a while. Why else would he have gotten into coaching, especially with Joe? As you all remember, very recently, Fran had bigger opportunities, but he decided it wasn't necessarily a better one, and so he is back for his 26 years on the staff. Here to present inductee Brian Franco is the offensive coordinator of the Penn State football team, Fran Ganter. Fran?
Thank you, Sam. Ladies and gentlemen, honored guests, today will be a day that I always remember. Our 8-year-old son received his first communion this morning, along with a pretty little girl named Katie Ritchie, who happens to be the Condren's granddaughter. I finished that Mass and ran over to practice, and we had a simulated overtime today. We're going to use overtime next year in college football. And our place kicker now, Brett Conway, kicked a 47-yard field goal to win the overtime. So that made the scrimmage end on a very high note. Immediately following the scrimmage, we had 10, maybe 11, of the top junior prospects in our recruiting area up to watch the scrimmage, and we were going to entertain them today. And at the end of the day, one of them, who we've been chasing very hard, he's not a Pennsylvania, he's not in our state, but he is the top player in his state. He committed to Penn State, and now he is not going to make that public. He felt, at least until he notified the coach, he wanted to notify the coach of his state school, and he tried to call him, but that coach was speaking at a banquet tonight, and he couldn't. So, and then to be here tonight, I said that this was a great day for me, but I know that this is an even greater day for Brian Franco. Brian sent me a very nice letter a few weeks ago to thank me for agreeing to introduce him tonight, and I'd like to read you an excerpt from the letter. Fran, I know you'll enjoy the banquet. The people who put this event together spend a tremendous amount of time and effort to make it a first-class affair. I want you to know that I consider my induction a real honor, and I'm thankful to have you share the occasion with me and my family. Then he put a P.S. at the bottom of the letter, and it said, tell that kicker to work harder. Those few lines say a lot about the Brian Franco that I know. He's an extremely thoughtful and humble man. He said he's honored, and he should be honored, but this is an honor that he deserves. He distinguished himself as an outstanding athlete at the college and the professional level. He has very strong feelings for his family, wanting this night to be for them as well as for him. And perhaps the P.S. at the bottom of the letter, tell that kicker to work harder, says it all about Brian. It says a lot about him as an athlete and a competitor. He was never satisfied. He always wanted to get better, always working to get better. This guy showed up on our campus without a scholarship. To be honest with you, I did not know who he was that first day. We were just kidding about it the first day he walked onto the practice field. And through sheer hard work and determination, he became one of the greatest kickers in Penn State history. Tonight you're inducting a very special athlete into the Blair County Sports Hall of Fame, but even more so, Brian is a very special person. Ladies and gentlemen, Brian Franco.